Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this very easy stitch. I think it's a nice stitch to do a baby blanket or an adult blanket. We can do so many things with this. The stitch is reversible. Front and back is the same. So these are the sides of the stitch. It's really nice, this one. Like I said, I don't know if I said that. It's one row repeat. Very easy, but it's gonna eat some yarn. So if you want to get rid of yarn, work with this stitch. If not, well, keep in mind, it's gonna eat some yarn. I'm gonna work with the 4.5mm crochet hook. This stitch works with multiples of 3 plus 2 more. I have 15 chains here. I'm gonna chain 2 more. Now we're gonna skip the first 2 chains from the hook, and into the third chain we're gonna do a single crochet. So this row is gonna be single crochet in each chain until we finish this row. So you're gonna move to the next chain, single crochet. If you choose, you know, this yarn that I'm using now, it's a little bit soft. For example, if you make a baby blanket, use a soft yarn. Yeah. I think this stitch looks nice if you are working with well, somewhat thicker yarn. This is quite thick. For example, this yarn recommends that I should use 5.0mm crochet hook, but well, I'm working with 4.5. That's good enough. If you want a little bit loose this stitch, then work with at least half of number bigger than the yarn recommends, the crochet hook. So the last chain we're gonna do single crochet also. Okay, chain 3. Okay, turn your work. And now into the next stitch, not this one, this one, we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and into the same stitch where we did this single crochet, we're gonna do 4 double crochet together. So 1, leave the loop there, go back again into the same stitch, second, third, and the 4th double crochet into the same stitch. So we have 5 loops now. Pull the yarn through all these 5 loops. Now we're gonna skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third we're gonna repeat single crochet first, okay, chain 2, and 4 double crochet together into the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4th. Pull the yarn through all the loops, skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third we're gonna repeat. So like I said, this stitch has only 1 row repeat. It's a very easy stitch, goes really fast, builds up fast, but it's gonna eat a lot of yarn. So we're gonna do 4 double crochet in there. If I move too fast, you can slow down the speed of the video. On the right corner of the video you have that option there. So skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third we're gonna repeat single crochet, chain 2. Boy, this yarn gives me one. The hook is a little bit smaller for this yarn. I should have used the 5.0. So in the same stitch we're gonna do 4 double crochet together. If you think the bump with 4 double crochet together it's too big, well, then you put only 3 double crochet. Yeah, so you're gonna have 4 loops on your hook instead of 5. Skip the next 2 stitches, and into the 3rd stitch we're gonna repeat single crochet first, 2 chains, and then 4 double crochet together into the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull the yarn through all the loops. So now at the end we have only 1 stitch left. We're gonna do a double crochet. This is how you're gonna finish each row, with a double crochet at the end. Okay, so it's gonna look like this, and the bump, it's on this side, yeah? The bumpy. Okay, now chain 3. You're always gonna chain 3, turn your work. So from this moment forward, this is gonna be the row that you're gonna repeat on and on and on until you finish your project, whatever you choose to do, yeah? We're gonna work only in the 2 chain space of each cluster. So this is the first cluster, the 2 chain space. You're gonna move to the next cluster, 2 chain space, yeah? Only in that we're gonna work. So we're gonna skip all these 4 double crochet together, and we're gonna go straight to the 2 chain space, and we're gonna repeat single crochet, chain 2, and then 4 double crochet together into that 2 chain space. So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. 5 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all the loops. Move to the next cluster, you go to the 2 chain space. You kind of skip this cluster of 4 double crochet. So you're gonna start with a single crochet, chain 2, and 4 double crochet together into that same 2 chain space. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 loops, pull the yarn through all 5 loops. Move to the next cluster, and we're gonna repeat. You go straight to that 2 chain space, single crochet, chain 2, and 4 double crochet together in that 2 chain space. This is gonna build really fast, and especially if you have thick yarn, chunky one. So you move to the next cluster, and into that 2 chain space you're gonna repeat. I'm gonna do 4 double crochet together, five loops, pull the yarn through all 5 loops. So now here at the end we have the last cluster, so we have the cluster and the chain 3 at the end here. So we're gonna repeat. We're gonna go straight to the 2 chain space. We're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and 4 double crochet together in that 2 chain space. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 loops, pull the yarn through all 5 loops, yarn over the hook, and now at the chain, the last, we have the chain here, chain 3. We're gonna go on top of the 3rd chain right there, and we're gonna finish with a double crochet. Yeah. So now we're gonna chain 3 and I'm gonna repeat. Okay, I'm gonna do this row, then I'm gonna stop. So you have the first cluster here, the chain 2 space. You're always gonna work into this 2 chain space. Yeah, you're gonna go in there, single crochet first, chain 2, and 4 double crochet together into that 2 chain space. And this is the stitch. And now you see why it's gonna eat so much yarn. 5 loops. Okay, come here. Pull the yarn through all 5 loops. Move to the next cluster, and you repeat. Well, it's quite dense. If you don't like so dense, then you're gonna work maybe with a bigger crochet hook, and it's gonna be a little bit loose, the stitch. Move to the next cluster, the 2 chain space, single crochet, chain 2, and then 4 double crochet together. This goes really fast. Well, you're gonna have to be careful to make sure that you put 4, yeah, if you choose to do 4 double crochet together. If you let your mind wander, you might put only 3 or 5. Well, I did. Instead of 4, I put only 3. I was like, wow, the bump is kind of small. But if you don't like bumpy, like I said, you can put only 3 double crochet. So this is the last cluster. You go to the last 2 chain space of the cluster, single crochet, chain 2, and 4 double crochet together in there, in that 2 chain space. 5 loops, pull the yarn through all 5 loops, and you have the chain 3. So you go on top of the chain 3, it's right there, and you're gonna do a double crochet. You're gonna chain 3, and you're gonna repeat. So it looks like this. Really nice. And so you have the bumps, like we have 2 rows already with the bumps, and you have this flat thing. Really cute. So, well, if you like to, if you choose to make a blanket, maybe you don't like the sides, maybe you'll go with 1 row of single crochet around. Yeah, or you just leave it like that. I don't know, it's up to you. So this is the stitch. So it goes really fast, but like I said, it's gonna eat a lot of yarn. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.